Tiger Blue Stripe, striking. This is the last belt level in the Tigers before they move on to the big kids class. So the striking isn't necessarily any harder, but it is a good way to send them off. And so the first striking they're going to do, we always do hands first, is a double punch. So he's going to go back to that sparring stance. And again, we really want to make sure there's a front hand and a back hand, a front leg and a back leg, because a double punch is going to be their front hand and then their back hand. So I'll do it with them. I'll say punch front hand and they'll put it out. And then I'll say back hand and yell, "Ay-ya!" Now obviously we don't want to be close enough where we're actually going to hit each other, but we'll do it together. Front hand, back hand, "Ay-ya!" And then I'll say, all right, let's do them together. Ready, go. "Ay-ya!" And you can make sure that they're using their front hand and then their back hand. You can make sure that they're turning their body, that the punches aren't going in separate spots, that they're hitting the same spot. All of that you can usually see in the air, but when you hold a target for them, you'll definitely get the hang of it. So I'll just have them do it on a target just so you guys can see. So front hand, back hand, 1, 2, just like this, one more time. 1, 2. Now if they switch their feet, obviously, switch your feet, you'd want to restart front hand, backhand, and back to make sure that that's good. All right, go ahead and switch your feet. Now, the kicking, the jumping front snap kick, is going to be tricky for some Tigers, and it's not because they're not trying hard, it's just the coordination is a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to start out by having Mr. Ryan show, and it's a back leg up, front leg kick. So get into a good sparring stance for me. His kicking leg's going to be in the front. He'll bring his back leg up and jumping kick just like this. Now, what he did is not what I want a Tiger to do, in that he stopped. When a Tiger or any student brings their leg up, if they stop, it's very hard to jump and kick. So what I'll usually do is I'll just show them do that, and then I'll see if they can do it. So go ahead and show it to me, please. Now, if they have trouble and they're not going to be as good as he is, then you can do that. You can get them to put one leg up and then have them jump kick with the other leg. If they put their foot down, it doesn't matter what they're doing at that point. It's not going to be correct. So what I'll usually do if they're really having trouble is I'll figure out which leg they want to kick with. I'll put that one in the front. So go to your sparring stance, please. Right? And I'll have them bring their non-kicking leg up, and then I'll just hold a pad on. So you touch the pad with your other foot. Just jump and kick a little bit. And once they can get that motion of switching their feet before they kick, you're good to go. Now all I have to do is say, hey, do it again. And then I'll just bring it up a little bit more each time. And the foot will magically start going higher and higher as long as they get the motion of jump and kick, right? So you establish that before you do anything else. Again, one leg first before you worry about the other leg. There's no point in being not good at both legs if you can be pretty good at one leg, right? So the combo, once you get the hang of this, so go to your sparring stance, please, is the double punch. Then I'll flip it down and jumping front snap kick. Okay. So again, double punch, jumping front snap kick. So you're making sure front hand back hand on a double punch. The front leg does the kick on the jumping front kick. The back leg comes up. The front leg does the kick.